Over the past 10 years, RedWolf has consistently won the best Asian airsoft retailer at the Popular Airsoft Awards. So in doing so, and over the many years that we've been around, we've been exposed to a lot of different airsoft brands. So just like how a lot of us consume sports, we're usually pretty obsessive when it comes to what's better than the other and how certain things stand in terms of ranking against maybe something else. So what I'm trying to say is, I've compiled what I would consider 20 of the best airsoft brands. Now, no matter if you're a veteran in the community or you're just getting into airsoft, I think a list like this is very beneficial for you guys, just so you know what's really out there. But before we start, I do want to let you guys know all the brands that we're going to be talking about today are only the brands that you can find on our online store. So with that said, let's do this. So for this ultimate guide, I want to let you know how I've ranked these brands. Now, just because something is ranked low doesn't mean that it's on like a trash tier, right? Just because number 20 is number 20, it doesn't mean that it's garbage. I rank them in such a way where you can look at it as, like I said before, a tiering system. Entry level, middle of the pack, and of course our upper echelons. Another consideration that we're going to have is how diverse is the product catalog. Certain brands maybe only produce one or two or maybe three things. Even though they're very premium, they may not rank as high. However, there are certain brands out there that produce a plethora of different products, from sniper rifles to pistols to even AEGs or GBBRs. Those may potentially rank a little higher. So that's another thing that I would like to consider as I let you guys in on the 20 brands. So with that said, let's get into it. Kicking us off at number 20, King Arms. King Arms has been known for making fairly decent entry-level guns for some time, and lately they've kind of been making like a resurgence with guns like the Galil and the Thompson. So they're fairly inexpensive, their performance is not bad, and they're easy to find in terms of accessories such as magazines. Now, number 19 is APS, and boy, I gotta tell you, I got a little bit of a secret crush on this brand. APS is easily deserving to be on this list, and I think many people in our community will instantly know that their claim to fame was the Cam 870 shotgun. However, APS has been making a bunch of other entry-level AEGs and pistols for a long time. Other than that, they also have some pretty quirky products as well, such as the Thor grenade launcher, one of my all-time favorite accessories. Now, they have a wide choice of products, they have really creative designs, and they're usually fairly inexpensive. Number 18, A&K. Now, A&K has been around for some time, and they make a whole bunch of other stuff as well. Their product catalog is pretty decent. However, the reason why I want to feature them is because they make guns like this. These are LMGs, light machine guns, and usually they're not cheap. However, A&K makes fairly inexpensive LMGs, so if you want to give the platform a try to play something a little bit different on the field, you want to try to be a gunner, here's a platform that's not going to break your bank. Kudos to A&K. Number 17, Amoeba. Amoeba is probably the single most prolific manufacturer for this entry-level category. They have so many different AEGs and so many different sizes, and not to mention their foray into the entry-level sniper rifle scene has proven a lot of success. They're inexpensive, the quality is pretty good, and a lot of times they use polymer injection for their body, so they're really light yet very robust airsoft guns. I have to say, Amoeba, good job, you deserve this place. So those few that we talked about make up our entry-level tier. Now, don't get it twisted. These are not trash tier products. Now, I don't like to refer to brands as trash tier. Everything has a place. It's just like me on my football team. I would be considered on this tier. Anyways, number 16 is ICS. Of the top brands that we have here, ICS has a long history of making lots of different styles of guns. Over the recent years, they've started to try to reproduce real steel replicas to varying amounts of success. However, in recent years, I'm talking about the last 3 or 4, they've really started coming up with their own designs. And in this situation, you started to really see them shine. They're killing it with their unique designs, split gearbox, and of course their modern electronics, rocketing them into this category. Number 15, KJ Works. If there ever was a category of best airsoft gun based on cult following, KJ Works would probably take the top spot. KJ Works has a lot of history in being a brand that consistently produced relatively affordable gas blowback rifles, pistols, and of course sniper rifles. They produce a wider range of very different pistols and everything in between for you guys to choose from. So if you don't like a certain style, you can always pick something up and find something that suits you from KJ. Not to mention, they're readily available in terms of the parts department. Again, did I mention that they're affordable, they're robust, and easy to maintain? Number 14, WE. Yeah. WE, or WeTech, is about as prolific as the aforementioned Amoeba. They've produced so many different styles of guns and so many different variety of products that many players in the community consider them to be the maverick of the many top airsoft brands out there. The funny uncle that comes over with quirky things to show you every Christmas. That is WE. But jokes aside, they offer a wide variety of styles, so there's something for everyone. They have extremely affordable prices. I don't know how they manage to do it, but they do. They're highly available in terms of the parts department, and best of all, they're really easy to find. Number 13, G&P. G&P is probably easily the king of this tier, our middle tier. I probably will be safe to say that I can speak for a lot of players out there. We've all owned a G&P at one point in life. I've owned like 3. And you can't say much about them. They've always been these workhorse AEGs that were no frills. You can pull them out of the box and you can take them to the field and you can kick some butt. Now, in recent years, they may not be considered the most fashionable brand. However, they have started a little bit of a trend in their transformers department where you can change the whole front end and make it something else. I think that's pretty innovative, even though they may not be a trendy brand. So G&P, you deserve a spot. Now that we've moved past our initial middle tier, we're now going to go to the topper portion of the middle tier. Many of these brands just eked out the competition from our previous tier by a little. It could be performance, it could be the offerings or the uniqueness of their products. I guess we'll find out, starting with ASG. Number 12, ASG. Now, based in Denmark, ASG is worthy of this spot on the list because they brought one of the best and sweetest out-of-the-box AEGs to the market, and that is the CZ Scorpion. Further cementing them as one of the best airsoft brands, they feature an award-winning pistol such as the CZ P09, and their latest Shadow 2 is making waves in the competition world. What more can I say? They've taken CZ and thrusted it to the mainstream of the airsoft community. Number 11, Cybergun. Cybergun has been a brand that's been around for many years, and they've produced a lot of licensed products instantly recognizable by many players around the world. Some of their most signature products include Colt and FN. While in times past they may have had some hits and misses, with some products falling short, but what comes from Cybergun now are being some of the most sought after airsoft guns that our community could ask for. From their critically acclaimed Scar H to their M4s that are licensed by Colt, which is really essential if you're building any kind of GI build, Cybergun has been bringing some pretty cool products to market, and I really look forward to seeing what they have next. Performance, cool licensing, a lot of cool lineup coming. Let's go, Cybergun. Number 10, good friends of mine, Ares. Ares is a company that's been bringing us some high quality and unique AEGs for some time. Models that other companies may not even consider producing. Now, they've brought us guns such as, the SR25 M110 series to other sniper rifles that have come along. Actually, I've recently reviewed a rifle from Ares. Why don't you check that out in the card above? However, getting back to the point, they're a company that is not afraid to innovate. They've also made their little take on the G&P style transformer with their M45 series. You can also click on the card and find that video too. Number 9, G&G Armament. Now, if there ever was a brand that can win comeback brand of the year or the century or all-time lifetime achievement award, somebody just hold the phone and give it to these guys right now. I still remember when there was a time when G&G was kind of shaky. But I'll be honest with you, as of recently, they've been kicking so much butt. And guns like the ARP9 is a category-defining product that all other 9mm style AEGs are going to be judged by. Not to mention their foray into the GBBR market with their SMC9 and their line of pistols seem to be making a lot of positive news. G&G, well done. Great product variety, easy to find, easy to fix. Hats off to you, breaking it into the top 10. Now, we're at our final upper echelon. 8 more brands to go. This is going to be cool because we're going to talk about some really premium brands. Let's go. Let's get into it. Number 8, RWA. Now, many of you know RedWolf the retailer, but RWA makes some of the nicest airsoft guns you can get your hands on. I know, it sounds a little bit biased for me to put RWA on this list. However, I do have to be very honest. We do make some very nice airsoft guns from our very high-end line, from our RWA pistols, so even some of our more entry-level lines, which are also Nighthawk custom pistols. However, what I also want to cover is we make a large amount of parts for Sistema and different pistol platforms as well, not to mention the Agency Arms line of products as well as Battle Arms development. So a lot here to offer you guys, and there's a lot of attention to detail. Number 7, Inokatsu. Inokatsu, much like RWA, is considered more of a premium brand, and for a long time produced some of the finest gas blowbacks you can buy. Now their M4 GBBR is considered one of the most authentic replicas to the real steel rifle you can get your hands on for a long time. And their SIG P226 is just almost indistinguishable from the real one. So as one of the best airsoft brands, Inokatsu produces exceptional products for both users and collectors alike. Not to mention their exceptional fit and finish, awesome attention to detail, and straightforward maintenance. Number 6, LCT. LCT is renowned for their AK lineup. There are not a lot of brands out there that can stick to their guns, pun intended, as LCT did to their commitment to making AEGs in the AK format for our community. What makes them a really good top airsoft brand? Well, LCT not only features a lot of the classics, but features a lot of the modern ones as well. Then, taking it a step further, seeing that there is a void in the market for parts, they started making their own motors, as well as aftermarket accessories such as rails and handguards and a bunch of other accessories to make your AK look super fly. So for innovative products, high quality productions, a wide variety of models, and they're highly accessible. LCT, you certainly deserve this number 6 spot. Coming into the home stretch with number 5, Umarex. Umarex has been producing some of the finest airsoft guns for a long time, and they have just been straight killing it. They've been producing some awesome licensed rifles from companies such as H&K in both gas blowback and AEG form. Not to mention their most famed product in their lineup, the highly desirable Glock series of pistols. Good job, Umarex, finally bringing to the community the one gun that we've asked for such a long time. There is now such a thing as the Airsoft Glock. Are you guys ready for the final 4? This is the final countdown. Okay, I'm not going to sing the song, but you know what it is. Coming in, number 4, Krytac. Seemingly out of nowhere came Krytac, and they took the world by storm. Billed as one of the best airsoft brands you can get your hands on, they brought in a lot of people from around the community when they started producing their AEGs, and my goodness, were they successful. The fit and finish of Krytac guns have always been superb. Everything is solid, well made, finish is nice, and it's just a joy to shoot. From inside to outside, you know that there are people who cared about their product and delivered a superb experience to their users. Not to mention, they're in the same group as, well, the Chris group. So they have access to guns like the long-awaited Chris Vector in AEG format. Krytac, oh yeah, you're up there, baby. Number 3, GHK. We previously mentioned LCT. Now, GHK is very similar in the fact that they make some of the finest, most realistic AK GBBRs now. Much like we've seen real steel AKs, GHK AKs, they just feel raw and robust, like you can roll them over with a car, set them on fire, you know, curse at them, and they'll still work. Every trigger pull feels amazing, and the operation of this gun just makes you feel like you're holding the real thing in hand. So it doesn't matter if you're just squatting at home or rushing B with Sergey. On the weekends, you're going to be just fine with a GHK AK. Number 2, VFC. While some might think this is a, air quotes, controversial pick for a best airsoft brand, let me explain why VFC is deserving to be ranked so high. Well, let's take a look at VFC as a whole. Now, they've been making some of the best AEGs that we've seen in a long time, especially to many other communities out there that are heavily into modding, like the HPA community. Their construction has been fantastic, and their manufacturing processes have been top-notch. Not to mention, over the years, they've continually tried to refine and improve their GBBR platform, making it some of the best you can get your hands on. Not to mention, their SMGs have always been fantastic. Now they're even foraying into the pistol realm, making some of the best pistols you can get your hands on. Now, they still got a long ways to go to be the absolute best, but I guarantee you they absolutely deserve this spot here at number 2. So, the Big Daddy, the number 1 brand that I think many of you are excited to know. Some of you probably already do. You ready? Tokyo Marui. I don't think there was any doubt in anyone's mind that Tokyo Marui would be the top of this list. Tokyo Marui has always been the most consistent brand, making them the best choice for aftermarket manufacturers and people who make upgrade parts for them. While some of their pistols may feature plastic slides, the quality of their overall product sets their brand apart as the best airsoft gun brand. Over the years, Tokyo Marui has managed to deliver exceptional products all the way from their rifles, AEGs, next-gen systems, all the way to them getting into the GBBR market with introducing the MWS system, which, to be honest, quickly beat out some of the more established industry giants. 20 brands. That's a lot of history, and that's a lot of things to go through. What do you guys think? Do you guys have a certain brand that's near and dear to your heart that you would like to put on this list? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you're interested in any of the brands we talked about and you want to learn more, click in the description below to find the links to our online store at www.redwolfairsoft.com. Now, my name is Mark, aka Blue Steel, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of RedWolf TV.